Welcome to the Week 5 edition of the Fifth Down. I'm Travis Kozak.
And I'm Shannon McGrath. And Alcona and Whittemore Prescott have been two of the most successful teams here in Northeast Michigan so far this season.
That's right. Entering the night, the Tigers and Cardinals sat tied for first in the North Star League Huron Shores Division. But after tonight, that spot would be reserved for just one of them. Alcona hosting Whittemore tonight, looking to stay unbeaten this season, and the Tigers start fast in this one. Opening drive, Cody Franklin fools the Cards D with the play action fake and finds Dawson Forsythe wide open for the touchdown, giving Alcona the 8-0 lead. Second quarter now, same score. Tigers grinding away on the ground. This time Franklin dives ahead to make it 1st and goal, Alcona. Then on the very next play, Franklin strikes again. He gets to the outside and bowls his way into the end zone, extending the Tigers' lead to 14-0. On the ensuing drive, Whittemore finally gets something going on offense. Travis McDonald runs through a giant hole and takes it deep into Alcona territory. However, after that, the Tigers' D tightens up. On 4th down, Jens Gilling rolls out and tries to make something happen, but Alcona swallows him up, forcing the turnover on downs. The Tigers try to capitalize on the turnover, but this time it's the Whittemore defense making a big play. Jose Rodriguez picks off Franklin, and the Cardinals cash in just before the half. Mike Arndt goes right up the gut for 6, cutting the Alcona lead to 14-6 at halftime. The Tigers and Cardinals were tied at 20 at the end of regulation, but Alcona goes on to win 28-26 thanks to a big stop on a Whittemore 2-point conversion try in the second overtime as the Tigers stay unbeaten.
Picking this one up in the second half, Hillman down 28-20 against Mayo, but coming out hot in the third quarter. Bradley Rhodes' throw is intercepted by Dylan Ross, but the Tigers turning the ball over on downs, giving Mayo another opportunity to score. Rhodes completing his pass, this time to Colton McGregor. Thunderbolts 1st down. Now at their own 10, Bryson Devers extending Mayo's lead. Bolts up 34-20 at the end of 3. And in the start of the 4th, Tigers with the score of their own, Mike Klein running through the defenders, making it an 8-point game. But as the clock winds down, Mayo again with the TD. Bolts getting the win for the 4th straight week, taking this one on the road 47-26.
Let's take a look at some other scores from around the area tonight in Rogers City. The Hurons putting an end to their 2-game losing skid as they roll past Hale 45-7. And in 8-man action, Posen improving to 3-2 on the season thanks to the big 62-14 win over Bel Air. The Vikings' Nick Hinska running all over the Eagles in this one, racking up 412 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns in the victory.
Meanwhile, in Ski Valley action tonight, Onaway drops to 1-4 on the year, falling to Manslona at home 28-7. Joburg having a much better night, though, as the Cardinals take down Central Lake 30-20. Andrew Gross was all over the field for Joburg in the win, rushing for 91 yards and a score, while also adding 17 tackles on defense, helping improve the Cardinals to 3-2 on the season. Oscoda and Tawas haven't had the success they would have liked to at this point in the year, with the Owls and Braves combining for just 1 win through Week 4.
That's right, but both teams agree when they meet between the white lines for the annual War on the Shore, records don't matter. Oscoda making a short trek down 23, looking for its 2nd straight win over Tawas. But the Braves had different ideas tonight. Early in the first, Brad Hubel takes the handoff and then goes into beast mode, breaking several Oscoda tackles on his way to the end zone. That puts Tawas up 6-zip. Ensuing Oscoda drive the Owls, putting the ball on the ground. The Braves pounce on it, giving Tawas great field position. And a few plays later, Austin Brown punches it in, extending the Braves' lead to 12-zip just like that. Jump ahead to the second quarter now. Tawas up 28-0 when Oscoda gets its offense rolling. Jacob Malik rolls out and hits Brandon Dumont. He shows off his man strength, bouncing off a couple of tackles and taking off for the big gain. And on the very next play, the Owls finish it off. Cody Pintar weaving his way through the Tawas defense and into the end zone. That makes it 28-6 Braves, but Tawas was just too much for Oscoda to handle tonight as the Braves get the big win in the War on the Shore, 50-14.
Atlanta coming off a big win in Week 4 and looking to take down Augrey Sims at home tonight, but the Wolverines coming out hungry at the start of the first. Drew Kerbeck throwing 30 yards to Brett Mazer. Augrey taking the early 6-0 lead. 6 minutes later, Atlanta making something happen. Jacob Chambers dragging the defense into the end zone. Huskies tying it at 6. And less than a minute left in the quarter. The ball carrier, Josh Barrett, running in for a score of his own, giving Atlanta the 12-6 advantage going into the second quarter. Tied this time at 12, Mazer scoring again, giving Augrey an 8-point lead going into the second half. But the Huskies grinding it out at home, shutting the Wolverines down in the third and fourth quarter, winning their second game of the season 48-20 tonight.
Meanwhile, much further west, Alpena visiting TC West tonight. We pick it up in the second quarter. Game tied at 7, but not for long. Max Ludka finds pay dirt for the Titans, putting West up 13-7. Jump ahead to the third quarter now, same score, and the Titans are looking for more. Grant Bellino breaks out for nearly 60 yards. Then later in the drive, West finishes things off through the air. Austin Cleary hooks up with his tight end, who rumbles in for 6, giving the Titans a 21-7 lead after 3. The Wildcats fought back in the fourth to pull within 1 score, but TC West outlasts Alpena tonight 36-22.